Hello, everybody. Welcome. How you doing? So today I wanted to kind of talk about, or at least answer a couple quick questions about tokens that I've been getting today since the token changes. A lot of people are just been like, "What do I do now? I don't know," and I guess I can help, right? So let's get into it. I don't really have a PowerPoint today. I kind of wanted to try just having talk about it and really answer it. The main question that I've been basically getting is should you pin Thanos or should you go for Shuri? So I kind of wanted to show you here. I actually did this like 5 minutes ago, and then I was like, oh, I should have recorded me buying it, right? But basically, in terms of buying Shuri or waiting for Thanos, basically there's a lot more freedom now, essentially. I would say buying a Series 4 card, buying a Series 5 card is much more similar to buying a Series 3 card now. Compare it as it used to be this huge purchase. Oh my god, this is 6 months of progression of tokens. I'm buying a Series 6 card that has to be good. If I fail, I've wasted my whole progression for months, right? Like that's what it used to be. It was this crazy thing. Now with the changes, right, you're getting 4x progression if you're not Series 3 complete, and 5x progression if you are. So you're getting 4,000 tokens a month or 5,000 tokens a month. Are like that's not even adding any bundles and any extra progressions from the season passes, etc. You're getting way more than 5,000 tokens, 4,000 tokens. So you're actually getting so much more tokens that these purchases are not a big deal. So if you want to buy Shuri like I just did, you can. If you want to save for Thanos, you can. It's not horrible if you mess up. Like you have way more freedom to experiment with cards that you want. It's not as big of a deal anymore. And that's really what I want to drill to the people that are asking questions. You can actually just say, okay, I want this card, let's get it. Obviously I will in the future be having these buy guides still, but it's going to be primarily for Series 4, Series 5 cards. I'll maybe do a Series 3 like premium thing, like Series 3s you want. But in terms of Series 4, Series 5 token stuff, you can actually just experiment now. That's what this change was trying to do, give you more freedom, make sure that it's reasonable to get more Series 4, Series 5 cards. Now, in terms of which one should you focus on right now, that's I guess it's not to be decided, right? I still think Shuri is the best Series 4 you can pretty much get. But if you want Valkyrie, if you want Basque, those type of cards, you can easily get those. They're not bad cards. And a lot of people will already have Shuri since it was super popular in the meta. So it's perfectly okay to do that. Now, if you want Shuri's versus Thanos, I think Shuri will be better and cheaper than Thanos right now, but I think Thanos is still going to be playable. So if you really want to play with Thanos, you like the card, you like the design, feel free to save up for Thanos, right? It shouldn't take you as long as it did before, and then you get it, then you can quickly start progressing on other cards. So there's a lot more freedom. That's the main takeaway here that I want you guys to have. Now, another question I was having in terms of tokens was just between, two different Series 3 cards, right? So, they're Series 3 complete. You've saved up 3,000 tokens. Which one should you get? Right, Shuri would be my first prerogative. But then if you're deciding between other series 4s like Valkyrie or Darkhawk, right? Which of those two should you get? I would just say which one would you play immediately? That would be my deciding factor. Which one is interesting to you? Which one would you play immediately? And then focus on that, right? So a lot of these cards have these decks that they work with. Darkhawk has a deck that it works with. Valkyrie has a deck that it works with. Bass has a deck that it works with. Shuri has decks that it works with. They're playable. And it's not that, oh, I only have this one shot to get a Series 4 card. If I don't like Valkyrie and I pick it, I'm doomed. No, you can actually, you'll get Darkhawk the same month very easily if you want it. So it's not as risky to just say, hey, Darkhawk, I wanted to play with that card. Let's get it. And then like, oh, Valkyrie's next. Okay, I'll pin it, wait for me to get the enough tokens again. That's the cool thing with this patch. You can actually just have a lot more freedom even if you're not Series 3 complete or you are, it's just more freedom. And you have these token bundles now. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is people are asking, hey, tokens are not as much as valuable anymore. Should I still be buying these token bundles here? Right. Oh, well, where are the token bundles? Like this. So this Token Tuesday, I did buy it, but as you can see, I have so much gold. Actually, yeah, I have 9,000 gold, right? Like, so I was like, whatever. Do I actually think you need to buy Token Tuesdays as much or as premium anymore? Personally, I wouldn't say you have to anymore. I don't actually think it's as worth for most players because you're going to be getting a lot more tokens than you were before, right? So you're going to be getting 400 tokens every 3 days if you're not Series 3 complete, and 500 tokens every 3 days if you are Series 3 complete. So essentially, if you look at this deal, right, that's 400 tokens. That's 3 days of progression. Can you farm 400 gold in 3 days of progression? Or is it 450 gold? Yeah, 450 gold in 3 days of progression. No, you can't actually. So you're actually losing some progression, like in terms of like how quickly you could farm these resources. It's a lot easier to farm tokens now than it is to farm gold. So you kind of want to put a premium on your tokens instead of the gold. It used to be the other way around, but now with this change, tokens are a lot more easy to get. So they're not as relevant. Now, it doesn't mean you shouldn't buy them. If you are missing the 400 tokens to get 3,000 gold and you don't want to wait the 3 or so days, you just want it now, and you have like 4,000 gold, like, sure, spend your gold, get your card immediately. Why wait the couple of days, right? So it doesn't mean you can't buy these. I'm just saying they used to be like, oh, 100% get them, right? Now I wouldn't say they're 100% get them. I think you could definitely not pick them up anymore because you can farm tokens faster than you can farm gold. So maybe you want to save your gold for more premium situations. Now, the next thing about tokens quickly that I want to address is, okay, sure, we shouldn't do that. But what about mission refreshes? Should I now just use my gold for mission refreshes because credits are more premium than tokens? Now, I would say you can always do this. You can always use your gold for mission refreshes if you're not patient, right? And that's the main takeaway. If you're not patient and you just want to use your gold, sure, you can use your gold. Like, credits are faster. I mean, tokens, you get more credits. Tokens are faster. It's not the end of the world. However, I still think, personally, bundles are usually the way to go in terms of getting the most bang for your gold. Usually. So a lot of times when you look at the bundles, right? So let's look at this. You're going to be spending some gold, but you're going to be getting credits, right? And that's usually what's going to be the main factor. But alongside credits, you'll also get tokens. And usually that will make the value better than just refreshing missions. The credits have to be good, and then the tokens have to be good. And if both of them are good ratios, then it's usually going to be good or better than the equal or better than the mission refreshes. But as well as those benefits, it also usually comes with variants. It usually comes with some boosters, which I don't really value, avatars, which I don't really value. But there are other things as well, and the ratios could just be better than refreshing missions. So I say, if you're not patient, sure, you can refresh missions. If you are patient, well, then you usually can get a better deal from the bundles. So that's why I wouldn't say, oh, just refresh missions now. That's the main takeaway. I think you can definitely wait and get premium values. So overall, I think I covered a lot of the quick things that people were asking me today about tokens. You can basically use your tokens a lot more freer than you could before. For gold bundles aren't as valuable. Refreshing missions is viable but not necessary. And then I would still prefer you wait for really good bundles in the shop. This is not an example of a good bundle, by the way. Like there's no tokens, and the gold to credit ratio is horrible. So just wait for better bundles, and I hope that answers a lot of the common questions people have. I'm going to make an updated token guide eventually. I don't know if it's like immediately or tomorrow, but like eventually I will do an updated one. But I wanted to just answer some of the quick questions that people are having right now so that they could be like, okay, I can do this or that, blah, blah, blah. Take care of yourselves. Hope you had a wonderful time, and I'll see you in the next one.
Educated Colin Snap. Once you watch him, you won't go back. He'll teach you to marvel snap. Your skills will be improving. How you do